What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Let me just get these little things rolling here. Whoa, Mr. Justin.
What's up, dog? How's things? How's Texas?
It's a little cold.
All right, I have to know. What's a little cold?
A little cold was like 15, feels like 5.
Okay. You didn't get down to 15, right?
It got down to 15 like yesterday. Today is more like 30.
Oh, dude. All right. So it's cold. All right. I respect that. I think we're probably hovering around, let's say we're hovering around 29 degrees right now. And it's been like
Yeah.
singles. So you're connecting with we have some really cool people coming in today, right? So they're all about lead generation, getting leads, getting the thing done, right?
That's our Zoom today. Yes. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah. So like we have rainmakers coming
Yes.
in.
Yes. Today is our Rainmaker Zoom. We are going to help the people in the chat, the people watching us, make some rain.
Dude,
We
make
got
it
our
rain
challenge
money.
coming up on Sunday.
Love that.
Yeah.
And you got
So
a lot of exciting things coming with LOI Blaster too. I hear through the grapevine. So um probably yeah, I know you've been hard at work. Pretty stoked about some of the things that are probably coming through very soon.
it's been literally nonstop. Like I haven't been looking at wholesale deals. I haven't been looking at I have been on social media like maybe once a day. That's for like 5 minutes and that's it. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, am I missing anything? No. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just
Check
been
in.
like non freaking stop. So
I respect it. And
mm,
I'm excited. We're going to do, I know we have some really cool things coming. We're going to be wrangling you inside of Deal Sauce and doing some
yes.
direct links and just making it streamlined for people. So I like that.
Yeah, dude.
So
Here in the chat, if I mean we got about 15 people showing up. What y'all doing? Am I like not allowing your video to turn on? What is this?
I was wondering the same thing. I'm going, where's the videos at?
Jay, where you at? Where is everybody? I'm checking my host tools. Oh, okay. Um, okay, let's do this. So we have a challenge coming up on Sunday, and Justin, we've been going over and over. I think my last 4 or 5 Zooms have been just like, okay, let's look at deal sauce. Let's pull a list. Let's put it into the blaster and different ways to do things. And I'm trying to remember, there's like something I really want, and I don't remember if I talked about it well enough. I like to pull for rent properties. Are y'all working on that? Yes.
We are, yeah, I actually had a conversation yesterday with him about it. We have the data. It was what's the same thing PropStream and other companies were having troubles with is it would come in and you would start to see it inside like for sale. And
Yeah.
so we pulled the plug. We had it on beta and I pulled it right out.
Yeah.
Said we can't like for now, let's just chill. So we're refining it. And I
Yeah.
also want to get better rental comp data.
Yeah.
So, and bro, I had STR data. I had Air DNA inside of this deal sauce. You came in, every property would comp.
Yeah.
And yeah, deal sauce, excuse me, prop, Air DNA, like changed up their
They broke it. Yeah.
license. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we have it.
Cool. What I like to do, maybe this is, I guess let me break down what I do and then other people can break down what they do. But I'll ask an agent, like, hey, can you send me all the rental data for Dallas? I'll take that rental data and I'll put it into Deal Sauce. And then I'll go, okay, I want all the rental, everything I just put in there. I want to pull out all the low equity rentals. I want to pull out all of the free and clear rentals. And I want to talk to those agents about either a couple things. I want to talk to them either about buying that property. Let me take it off their hand. I'll take over the payments, whatever it is. Or are you that agent? Are you talking to anybody who wants to buy a property? I know you're talking to a lot of renters right now, but is anybody in your network looking to buy? Because I can place them. I'll get you a commission, blah, blah, blah. And I
Love
need
that.
to do not disturb 1 second.
So we have the lease option buyers coming in too.
Yeah, yeah. The agents that are on the renter side might have some of that in play. So, or renters that want to upgrade to just like, hey, they're trying to rent, but we can maybe qualify them into this house, you know? So that's something I'm wanting. And there's another thing. There's like one other thing, like, bro, I wish Deal Sauce would do this, but It already does so much. What is the other thing?
While you think of that, I can tell you that I went through a confidential list yesterday, and I asked for the list to be sent to me ahead of time, and the data provider said, we cannot. And we're not even supposed to be sharing this right now with you. So what I went through, I had to go on the fly. And he's like, this is the first round. You'll be able to have other like cracks at this. And they had multiple tabs of everything that these data companies can get. And so going through it, some of it's proprietary. So number one, I don't want to go too far left field, as you know I can do, but what I wanted to get at is I'm looking for recorded instruments too. I'm looking for the memorandums. I'm looking for lease options. I'm looking for lease option expiration or someone trying to rescind. So I'm looking for the other, like I want to also get the back door of documents on all sides of the fence, right? It's not just active on market type of things. So I just want to let you know, like there's a whole lease option list. There was probably about 9 line items that executory contracts, things of that nature that we can also try to, and I go, so when I ask for this, and this is the thing that I want, and they're going after it, I'm like, I just don't want to see the line item. And then it's like, great, it says memorandum or a notice. How do we get it? He's like, oh no, I'm going to try to get you that document.
Dang.
So, dude, I don't know anyone doing that right now.
No. No. Nope.
So when someone like with something
Not even for us, really.
and I understand that doesn't necessarily, it correlates to what we're talking about, but it also doesn't apply directly to on market. But what I'm getting at is, yeah, those people who are falling out of those landlords, those investors that are falling out, we're going to get some notifications too on the back end of, or we go looking for it before they go to an agent, maybe.
That's cool.
So
the other thing I remember now, it is the number of properties owned for the landlord. So I'll pull like a seller finance list. Like I want on market, free and clear, but the owner owns maybe between whatever 10 and 50 properties. And that all day long, I'll get several like little portfolios out of that. That's the other thing that I didn't see, but someone's like, hey, this was like yesterday. They go, if you upgrade Deal Sauce, you can get Landlords. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I didn't even know there was an upgrade. I feel like an idiot.
you don't have that? All right, bro, I thought you were on Pace's account.
I bought it. I bought
All right. All right. What I'm going to give you, I think I have a seat left in mine. I'll give you a seat, even if it's just for now until I'll find maybe another better seat for you. You can get a crack at some of that data. We have that. And I can pull that, if that, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm here for you, and everyone here, but it's like, if you want to put that on the list today, we can definitely take a crack at that. However, I will note that I have a request out right now. It should be coming. And I am at least right now, I don't know if I can necessarily, if you know an LLC, we can search an LLC. So that's a given. We can just search an LLC and the keywords and it will come up. And if you know, but you'll have to know of that person, right? The other thing is anyone who has multiple properties, I'm at least looking for an indicator on a list. And by that, I'm saying we just pull a list, active on market on the right-hand side. It shows up, there's a green bar, and I can show an example, but I'm looking for an icon. If it's a blue house or 2 little houses, whatever it is, I'm looking for an indicator. So when I'm scrolling, I can be like, oh, that's an investor or they have multiple properties. Let me go into there. So just a little indication that they're an investor or have other properties. So again,
Okay.
just looking
Got
a
it.
little hints that we're trying to put out there.
Okay. Got it. So everybody's looking for like the secret deal sauce. They're looking for like, how do I go after the people who need the most help, right? So like everybody goes to foreclosures. The foreclosures need the most help. But for what I teach is primarily working with agents, right? And so what kind of ideas do you have for us maybe? So this week's challenge, we're building our teams. I think there's something like 50 teams, 60 teams. I don't remember exactly. A lot of teams are getting formed this next week. Think about what could we do differently that we're not doing to help us pull a list with on-market data where that agent's going to help, that agent's going to be like, okay, let's look at this. Would you think maybe, no, I'm not even going to say anything. What comes to the top of your mind when I ask for that?
It comes with, and I can bring up my screen too, so we can do a walk and talk if that helps. Bro. I would say that although everyone on a basic subscription will get one zip code, And you're like, well, yeah, dude, there's only so many properties in one market that I can get my AI. I'll say that AI, there's backdoor ways of doing it. And whether I should go out there and preach from the rooftops, publicly, I might not say it, but inside of our communities, I will, in like your community too, I will talk about this. And we're backdooring some AI across the nation, where if we use one of the AI strategies, one of the things that we get, and I'll bring up the screen in a second here. You see here. I'll just go through a few quick things that come to mind.
Okay. Awesome.
And guys, thanks for coming in. We have 30 people in here. Make sure you love on Miron for doing this. All right. Let's go. I just did a Tampa. I just had a woman approach me with a Tampa opportunity. I haven't even looked at it, but top of mind. So we went, let me go back out of here. I went active listing, low equity. That's sort of like, that's the boilerplate, right?
Yeah.
Typical. So then we have AI coming in here. So retail, we zero out the retail just to give a little reiteration here. All these are wholesale deals, just so you know at the top. If you don't know deals.
So those are deals for sale.
These are deals for sale. These are other investors who are putting their opportunities out here on the forefront. And I call this the Amazon sponsored ads. Like there's sponsored ads everywhere.
Okay, got it.
Sponsored. Like they paid to put their stuff in front of us. But I love that because I'm a buyer too. So right out of the top of the gate, we can see we just have a mixed bag of things. Active, this says 2024, 11, so November. These have been on the market for a couple months now. Great. And everything's zeroed out on the AI scores because it did what it said it's supposed to do. They're going to retail. Sorry, guys. They're going to retail, so we zeroed it out. Let's click on...
Wait. Can you tell me, how'd you do that? So I missed that part.
Right here, you can see the AI.
Yeah.
And here's their scores. Wholesale score. So anything of 5. So guys, there's a gauge. 1 to 1,000. 500 is middle of the line. Anything above 500, we consider it being on the other side of the fence of more likely to sell. More likely, there is some issues in the background that something's going on and that, they're probably more likely to sell. So the higher the score, the better the distress most likely, or more opportunity to sell, likelihood of selling. And since these are already on the market, retail, we zero out the score. We just zero it out. But what I know they don't do, and this is the AI company, we zero it out so really to stop the questions and people from coming to say like, well, this was a 200, but it's on the market. Bro, we still hold the scores. We still have the scores here. You can see they're still remaining in here. So you can still have distress, even though they're zeroed out. We can still go, hey, I want to see everything 501 and above minimum. And we'll go right here and see what it looks like. It's 158. Even though it says 0, it's a glitch in the matrix. It's a little hack, right? So this will aggregate it and put you in front of some of the most likely deals. But you can also use all the other distress factors. You can go back in filters and you can also say, okay, let's get rid of the 501 on there. You can also say like, hey, give me the most distressed people. I can clearly see there's some numbers up here near from 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
Let's see who's ranking on the wholesale side, which is selling at a discount over 500, the most likely to sell at a discount. So let's just hit that real quick. And I'll go into why I'm in here. So there's 43 in this section here. Of course, we can always aggregate it by AI scores here. So you can go, 500 or 1,000, the highest, the lowest, lowest, the highest. We can aggregate that data here, days on market. So use these to your competitive advantage. But what I wanted to really get at, I'll get rid of this. So just AI, retail scores always being red. Keep that in mind. Wholesale scores, rental scores, cool. But here's the little takeaway. We go into here. These are the quick searches. So short of us redefining all these terms here, original idea was to have our own search. I wanted a sub to button here. I wanted seller finance. I wanted to have a LOI blaster button. So it's like, whatever the percentage is we dictate, put it on there. I got shot down on that one. They said that's going to change that's a lot of stuff. But what we can do, let's give you fixed templated quick searches. It's like, all right, cool. That's a compromise. So we did the gimmick thing and I just did some, Jamil's jackpot sauce and Justin's and Pace and all these things. But if you look at what it actually is, AI selected its residential properties, primed for wholesale highlights. AI scores identify properties likely to become wholesale ready within 90 days. That's Jamil's. But let's go down to something like Corey Ann's. It's on market listings with AI with a high loan to value. So Corey
That's low
Ann's,
equity.
that's low equity. But watch this. Corey Ann's will give us, they're giving us a 500. They're giving us that 500 for free anywhere you search in the country.
Got it.
So we just hacked it where you don't have to have one zip code. We're giving you, as long as you use the quick search, we're giving you at least some. So now you can aggregate it a little bit better. And here's the other thing. Don't just do Tampa. Do this. And this is what other prop streams and no one else can do. Do the whole dang state. In fact, do multiple states. You can't even do one state in PropStream, let alone multiple states. I think I can do 5. Now, this is going to take a while with data. 2 guys have to be prepared. So it just says right now it has 6,000 properties just like that. I don't know how true that is. We can really, maybe, I haven't broken the system so far. I'm trying to break it, but like, go use the whole state of Florida or go do one state at a time. That's already hacking the matrix.
Yeah.
Using Corey Ann's that gives you free AI across the country.
Got it.
Is a freaking awesome thing.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I can, like, if I want to do, let's see, loan to value 85, and if I want to throw in an interest rate of max 5%, I can add a couple things to it and it sticks on there.
Yeah, bro. And I just changed it to 60. I think don't you like 65 or something? Don't you?
65. Yeah.
So
let's like Florida and Texas, I do 65. Georgia, I would stay at the 80%. Florida and Texas can just get out of whack for me. So
how about this? Just because we're just having fun with people, let's go 78% because it's weird and it's not an even number. Oh, it is, but let's go an interest rate to max of like 5.5.
Yeah. That's good.
And then we can also do, we can also do your expired, your withdrawns, your canceled. That's all pretty new.
Oh, those are new.
Yeah, it is. I had these come in, and I can get into that when you later on. Or we have your keywords. Don't forget your keywords.
Dude, you won't believe this. Yesterday, I did a Zoom with the keywords. So I went in here and I pulled seller finance, and this was in San Antonio. Was anybody else on that call yesterday? I pulled up one. I typed the word finance. So it was like free and clear. Typed finance. We found that the guy actually did have a loan, but something weird about it. It said sub two seller finance, like right on the listing. And so I called him right then. I'm like, hey, tell me about this. I made that call right there from Deal Sauce. The thing and I think everybody kind of has this, like sometimes it says there's a loan. Sometimes it says there isn't a loan. Sometimes the data the data is not perfect. No, nothing is perfect. Nothing we do is perfect. But when I typed that keyword finance in there, I didn't do owner finance or seller. I just did finance. That got me, I got a lead right then. Boom. That was so dope.
Bonus, and we're actually going to have, there's so many updates that are coming. We're actually just gonna have like a list of the keywords that are most common used, because yesterday I was even on a Zoom and I was like, wait, what's the word I'm looking for? Because someone said bonus and I was looking for bonus lot or additional lot or, value add or something. And I drew a blank, but so we're going to have some keywords in there. So they're a little quick, again, trying to make it super easy and stimulate you. Doesn't mean you have to use that term, stimulate you to go think for yourself or go, oh, I'm going to go do this. And that's all I'm looking for. I love inspirations, trying to inspire to like, use the keywords. Here's some, check it out. Go play around with it.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, Myron. So to answer your question, to pull it all back in for this one is like, what other things would I would do? I would go leverage the tool that you have, that the basic subscription will get you some bonuses. Corey Ann's Agent Drizzle is for one. You can still do your active. You can even get rid of the low equity because, well, if you're using it, it's going to be fixated in this filter, and then manipulate that to your advantage. And here, you can contour some things. And then again, states, statewide, custom searching. And guys, don't forget, you have this polygon tool. You don't have to stay in state searches. You can draw around an area you don't like. Hey, I don't like the West Coast. I'm going to go stay Central and East Coast. So be it. Go do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool things here.
Does the wholesale score mean that it's priced below market?
Not necessarily, but it will say that they're most likely to sell at a discount. The higher the score, the more likely.
Okay.
And the higher the score and then lower the score of any of those. So even retail, the lower the score, the less likely they are. Most likely due to their background of all AI technology, hundreds of thousands of data points, they're predicting that like, yeah, these people probably aren't hard up. They're selling their house, but they're probably pretty comfortable. It's just another way to aggregate the data for people out there. It doesn't mean you have 1,000 they're going to sell to you. It just
Right.
means something really terribly wrong is in their story somewhere.
Yeah, it's just a scoring system. It's not a guarantee for sure.
So,
Well, that's fun.
and then what I wanted to tell you about the landlords, it's right here. And we're going to be changing some of this stuff around, some of these wording, but this is the investor bundle. And we can say, for instance, we can go to Tampa again, and we can go Tampa, Florida, and we'll go landlord. The landlord button does take a little while, guys, because there's an abundance of landlords. So just keep that in mind. It's the one button that does take the most data and the most like bandwidth, I guess we can call it. So give it a second. It's going to tell you exactly who owns what properties and what their portfolio looks like.
Mm.
That's the coolest thing. We're diving, Myron. We're going deeper into that right now as we speak. As you know, it's not all out there, but we want to go deeper. We want to try to go as deep as we possibly can. Some of this information.
Shelly wants to know how to get the landlord button.
So it's right here is the investor bundles right here. There's an upgrade button, and it's the residential investor leads bundle. And there's the rest of the AI. I would say if you are doing this, great. It's a one-time fee. It's an investment. I always tell everybody, listen, get your first 5, 10, 15 deals in your basic package subscription. There's nothing wrong with it. You can still get all this data, but we're putting it out on a silver platter in this investor bundle. As you can see right here, when you drop down, we have fix and flippers, landlords, note holders, and private money lenders. I mean, the cost of loan of getting either finding a private money lender just by this list and calling them up and saying they're a lender on your deal is worth this price of admission. And the price of admission is for life of the subscription. Pay it once and you're done.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I always say, like, it's not for everybody. I don't want everyone having to think they have to go buy all these tools and go broke doing it.
Can you show us the note holder? Are these seller finance sellers?
So you're sniffing at what I'm getting at. So yeah, they're all of the above. There are people who buy notes. There are people who have created notes, and there are people who actively are note investors. But granted, there's some dissecting in there. The other thing is we're trying to find out, this is what I want to go into getting the seller finance opportunities.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking for now is, and then not to mention, and I went into some of the paperwork earlier that we were looking for in some of the recorded documents, but Myron, I am asking for, I want to get transactional lending, double closes. I want to find, you really can't find EMD too much because they don't really record that, but we're looking for all that transactional money too, like the quick money.
Yeah.
So we're having a calendar search in here being built. It's going to be in here where you can search, all right, who did a close in the last 5 days twice? And then we're going to go into the residential portfolios and a little bit deeper, but we can say Rachel right here. She has 4 notes. Her portfolio is that, and this is her portfolio as we know it, and we can go view her investments. And then we're going to bring up her dashboard based on what we know. And again, this is just scratching the surface.
Right.
And you guys could call her up. You can go to Rachel and skip trace her and just be like, hey, Rachel, are you selling any properties? You distressed? And I will give you one indication that there is distressed people out there. Let me go back one more. You'll see these red flags. These are distressed in some.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that means they could have a property that they're foreclosing on somebody, or a note is being foreclosed on, or they're foreclosing on somebody. Typically, I like to see it in the private money lenders area.
Yeah.
They might be foreclosing on their note, on their lender, on their borrower. Thank you. So those are opportunities to go after. It's like there's so many places you can go find opportunities.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So landlords, I know we brought it up in a second ago. It's same thing with, if it has units, it's going to tell you how many units they might have based right here and what their whole score and their system is over here.
Got it. So that's what you were talking about, like little indicator what they might have.
Yeah. And you can go into these people too. You can go dive into their backgrounds and you can go, reach out. They have high equity, absentee owner cash buyer, high equity. So like this person's probably sitting pretty well. But again, I'd like to go deeper. I'd like to see how old they are maybe, or how long they've owned it. And then, we can do all those things. We have some AI scores. So you can also pull some of these people and go by their AI score, and see we're aggregating the data just to be in front of these individuals. So here.
Jay's asking, why don't I not see find, fix and flips, etc. Jay, I think that's you have to upgrade your subscription. And you do that by going to the bottom left where that little lock is, where it says upgrade. So you can get your upgrade right there.
Yeah.
You see that, Jay?
Yeah, right here, Jay. It's residential investor leads bundle. We're changing this whole dashboard again, but this isn't a one-time fee, Jay. It's right here. It's fix and flippers, landlords, note holders, and private money lenders. This is countrywide. Again, it's if this is your type of business, this is where you want to sit. Great, I would do it.
Jay, yeah, Jay's really active, so this is awesome. George, just go click the button and go check it out, man.
Yeah, if you have any questions, there's some videos I may have made on it. Also, there's support@dealsauce.io, support@dealsauce.io. Tell them you're on Justin's and Miron's Zoom, and they get some questions about it. They might direct you to a YouTube video or two, but yeah, feel free to poke around on that. So Miron, I just do this and the note. You can see the portfolios, do all these things. So I'll stop right here, and you can take it away, or if there's other things you want to dive into to layer.
So I'm just thinking like, not. I don't feel like I'm beating a dead horse doing low equity outreach. I feel like everybody does that, and so I'll go on these Zooms and I'll go, let me just ask this. Like, we have 40 people on the Zoom. How many people are reaching out to properties that are on market that have high equity, that are free and clear? How many people here are using LOI Blaster to reach out to free and clear properties that are on market? Okay, I got 3. George says no. Carol says on market, low equity only. And so when I pull a list for Dallas, so Dallas has 2 major markets, has Fort Worth and Dallas, right? Tarrant County, Dallas County. If I pull all of my lists where I have all of my rentals that I want to look at, I have all of my on-market properties that I want to look at, it's typically around 6,000 properties that I can make offers on. And I think if I was like Carol saying on-market low equity, if I'm doing only on-market low equity, I'm not even really hitting 1,000. On-market low equity, one of the major markets in my world right now is San Antonio. San Antonio, we could get a deal today, you guys, if we just went to San Antonio. San Antonio is dipping slowly on equity, and it's making it really hot for low equity. The problem is no one's really buying there. No one's really buying in San Antonio because of what's happening. So Carol, the issue for just doing on market low equity, you're not only pigeonholing, you're having to work multiple markets, right? You're not diving deeper into your market for Texas and Minnesota. So like working Texas deeper, like if you were just to stick in Houston only and do on market low equity, maybe even going after freshly expired low equity, on market seller finance, or on market high equity, maybe freshly expired seller finance deals, and just go deeper, because if you're spreading yourself out, because if you're only doing low equity, you have to jump around. You have to do like multiple states. And now your buyer's list, if you're wholesaling, your buyer's list becomes the buyer doesn't overlap, right? The buyer, you have to go get a whole new set of buyers, because you're now working Florida versus Houston. You know what I mean? He said, go to Benson, Arizona.
So what are we doing? Low equity, active on market?
I don't know. What do you want?
Never heard of Benson.
Where is Benson?
Benson is
down by Tucson. What are you suggesting for a search? Carol, like, do low equity on market, just like what Justin was talking about, low equity on market, and then go grab some. I saw some canceled or withdrawn, right? Some new property or market statuses. Go on market, off market, and reach out to those agents. I cannot believe the amount of agent data I'm getting from DealSauce. It's literally insane.
That's so good to hear. It is better. There's very few that I see that are, and of course, there's some areas and some people do not put they don't put it on here. We're not getting it. They don't
Right.
put it on the listing. But yeah, like again, we just click one and there's no excuse. That's the other thing is like, there's no excuse why you're not calling that person.
Yep.
Now, the only thing I can give you an excuse for is the expireds, right? So, you might not want to call that agent. And especially when we're in Benson, it seems like a small area. So I didn't even hit anything. We have 3 on market. Maybe there's more, whatever filters I'm using. We might not be looking at mobiles or land or for sale by owners. We're not picking up some of those things, but we have some property here. I would say if you know the market and you know the area, use this tool. Go to Sierra
Mm.
Vista, go to Benson, then you can follow the interstate and follow, like, go into Tucson and come down, and you can draw around the mountains. And maybe you only know this area and go down a Wheatstone and you can custom path, like make a custom path. And now we just have 121 listings.
Cool.
So yeah, draw this out, know your market, know your backyard if you're going to keep it super small. And like Miron said, come down here. You can get rid of active listings. And then what I would do is go to maybe hit expired, or maybe they withdrew it or they canceled it. And then hit, I don't know, we'll go all the way back to, let's go to Halloween. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. We'll go to Halloween. Halloween last year to today. There's 51 properties that have canceled, withdrawn, or expired. So ideally, I say these things, ideally, we're trying to achieve a point where if this was on market or not, the homeowner's information will already come up here, skip traced. We're not there yet. There's negotiations, there's costs and fees that go with that. There's things higher than any of us in this room can dictate. However, I can tell you that it is on the table to try to give that to people. Again, don't forget, Pace Morby's, if you come from Pace's community or not, or wherever you come from, the number one thing is lead generation. Myron knows this. I know this. And it's lead generation. How do I get people leads? Leads. That's Pace's like number one, like pit in his stomach is how do we get leads? And I know for a fact that if you have a subscription and even if you jumped on someone's team, but don't forget you can add your teammates in here for free. Okay, I'm going to put Myron in here, and that you could then, there's no excuse. You don't even have to pay for it. You just have, maybe you have a cell phone bill, and I hope you have a cell phone. You go in here, you do your search feature that I just got rid of, and there'll be a skip trace number. The agent, if it's on market, the agent's number is there. So there's no excuses. So it's only up to you then. And you have to deal with yourself on that one. Right. So guys, that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, I'd like to know from the side chat, or does anybody have any questions about what Justin is showing you? I think we've kind of gone through like how to get that upgrade, but it's not, you don't have to get that upgrade to get your next deal. He was just showing what else is available, right? Can it search court records for special listing agent? That's an interesting question. You can just, what Justin showed us is use those hot filters, or what would you call them? Preset filters on the side. You can get some AI score involved to kind of get hotter, I guess you would say hotter properties to look at.
Yeah. So all right, we got a couple questions.
George is asking, no, there is an off-market button.
Oh yeah.
George.
Let me go bring it back up. So let's go bring it back up. We were in Benson. We're going to get out of Benson. Let's just go. I don't care where we're going to go. Let's go bring it out. I want to go anywhere in the country. So let's do something here. Let's go Polygon this thing. Oklahoma. I don't know. We're going to hit 3 states, 5 states, 4 or 5 states. And I'm going to stimulate it with just Texas. I think I just have to put a state in there to stimulate that Polygon.
Got it.
Now it's going to show this box in Texas, but what we can do is search here. We got 5,000 right now properties that it's saying right there in this little corner. And that's only a few search criteria points, guys. So follow along. What I did is just went anywhere in the country. Right now, it's not looking for land and it's not looking for mobiles, but it's looking for everything else. And when I say multifamily and apartments here, that's up to about 4 to 5 units. Granted, I know you can get, traditional residential mortgages at 5 units or so, but I think we have that cut off at 4 to 5 units. So you might see 4, you might see 5. Okay. But that's where we're in the residential portion right now. So that doesn't mean it's the commercial stuff either. Bedrooms, all that stuff here. So then we can go on market. So we just did a general 175,000, just looking for those features, those houses, those assets. We can do individuals, businesses, financial, government, trusts, all those things here. Depends on what my strategy is. I like, I'm a senior landlord type of searcher. So I'll go individual and look for seniors or
Yes.
years of ownership. But maybe it doesn't really apply right here. We'll just go to expireds, and then
Or
we'll
do you
just,
see at the bottom there, it says off market?
yes, sir.
You just click off market and it would have no real, you know, nothing that's recently listed, I guess.
And I haven't worked hard enough on that off market button, go into like really in the bowels of it, to be honest with you. Because what I was trying to get here when we had, as you know, early on, we had like active pending sold, and I think we had expired. And then I started to see that other agents in other parts of the market, I even had it happen on one of my properties where I bought it and they kept it on the market. They forgot to take it off. And then they've just like hit withdrawn or canceled, but it's sold. It's already
Yeah.
on. So it was labeled incorrectly.
Yep.
So when we were getting expireds, I'm like, well, guys, I'm seeing withdrawn, I'm seeing canceled. I go like, let's be very, very clear that if we're going to ask for something, that's what we're getting and to
Yeah.
the best of our ability. So that's why you're going to see a little bit of redundancy here because of that. We can do that. We can just mix it up here. And then again, here's your dates. If you don't want to go back to the end of time or expired the last year, put it in here. Just give yourself, September of 2024. I want the last, whatever, 6 months till now. Couldn't tell you if that's 6 months or not. We had 1,200 properties. Now we have 273. Again, your wholesale deals are going to stay right here. These are just wholesale deals, guys. They're just at the top of the heap. They want those in front of investors. But here you go, expired. And of course, Miron said off market. We can do those, but I chose to hit the expireds and a date. Or if you don't do any of that, again, you want to find stuff that hasn't even been on the market, get rid of it. Actually, go back here. D2, let's go back here. I'm going to clear my search off market.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to bring up that 175 again of just general everyday people. It has no designation under it right now, guys. So you can do all those things. You can go completely off market, not on market at all. They have 0 LTV, free and clear. That's just who's at the top of the pile right now. And again, you can aggregate it from here. Sorry. We can go, I don't know, market value, owner name. We can go loan to value.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can do that. And it's going to right now go, this number is a little crazy.
That's probably some loan that they have that's like a portfolio loan.
I've seen some numbers. I've never seen that big of a number. All right. But it also could be, gosh, I've seen portfolio loans come in at, 1,000, 2,000%. So what I would say is just weed through the first. I mean, that's 175,000 here. There's going to be stuff, guys, where you see it. The data is only going, if an investor bought 5 deals, but it's recording with the address, maybe that person lives in one of those assets, but they did a portfolio loan. It might reflect the loan as just on that house because that's the way the county recorded it.
Right.
And they're only going to give you like the first one out of the 5 houses. They're going to put the first one on there as a lien holder. And it's just the first address. So that's the way the county recorded it. That's the way we're going to get it. And there's just it's unfortunate, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, you can get away from some of this data later and then go for it. And then you'll see, I saw our house yesterday. It was like $64 million. Yeah, like this one, mortgage amount, $129 million. So who is it? It's probably a builder. Metropolitan Life Insurance is the lender. Well, there you go. MetLife, 5-year. They probably built this whole community, and that's what we're seeing.
Right.
Yeah, right here. So it's probably the developer. You just got to weed through those in that market.
You could set a filter to just go max, loan to value max, blah, blah, blah.
100%.
So we're not hitting those weird ones.
And guys, you'll do that right here. You can do a max of like 150%.
Bill's saying absentee owner. That's what I did yesterday. I did absentee owner, in-state, out-of-state, and put the word, I did active on the market, in-state, out-of-state, absentee, put the word finance there to find my seller finance sellers.
Yeah. Dude, there's so many good little strategies you can do, but guys, you want to just wring this data out. It's all it is, and stack it. Keep stacking it. And the other thing is, Miron, are you guys doing anything in the commercial side, but it's still sort of that residential commercial sector?
Not with LOI Blaster. I mean, not yet. You're saying like a mixed use restaurant on the bottom.
Yeah, because I'm actually was texting the developer right now, and the gentleman I've been working with. So we're actively going to get the commercial active on market right now. We thought we had it all, but it doesn't mean LoopNet. It doesn't mean the Crexes, because some of those are proprietary. But what I'm talking about is like some stuff that's labeled commercial, but it still has an MLS number on it. We're going to be going after those too very soon. I mean, I think it's all going to be the same, where I don't think it's going to matter for you necessarily on extracting the data and then getting in front of these people. But we're going to be having that feature in here very soon of the active and the commercial side. So you could potentially go after that small multifamily that might be 6 doors, 7 doors, and still falling under. I don't know if that's going to work with you guys or not, but
yes, that smaller multifamily is in the works for us. Yes.
yeah, so that's coming too right very soon.
Amazing.
Let's see what we got for questions here.
What's this? Where do you go to select the finance filter, George? Finance filter. What does that mean?
It's right here. It's going to be probably your mortgage data. I'm guessing if that was George.
Yeah.
So we can go, here's your loan amounts, and we're going to have a drop down menu too for the documents very soon here. J's. I know there's a lot of folks looking for VAs and FHAs. If they're going to self-perform and do, there's some folks that, believe it or not, reverse mortgages. So
is this what you're talking about? The loan type? Bill's asking about absentee owner. That's just in the owner section.
yeah, we can do some here.
Yeah, just those little check boxes right there.
And I think we're going to go with, I think there's a few more coming. Owner names, little secret guys too. Again, we're on a general search at this point right now. So not talking active on market, not talking about anything else other than, hey, I don't know what this person's name is. Cool. But what if you put campground? How many people have a business or a name with campground in it? Now I'm in commercial, but you can do that in commercial too. But residential, just do Texas.
But that's the keyword.
Owner name.
Keyword in the listing.
So a little hack right here. It says this 3 with just the word campground in there, but maybe we have to separate.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can use these keywords here that Miron's talking about. He just did the keyword search in the listing information. So keyword on the listings themselves. And guys, you can go, it will search the expireds too. It will search if an agent put notes in there, that's what we're looking for.
Oh, why did I not think to do that in expireds? I feel
yes.
Oh,
Lots, bonus lots. Like, we got to get the list of words that are like the most commonly used.
yeah.
Can we use, I bet you ChatGPT could just tell us that right now. And then we put it in there. And then guys, you can put multiple words in there. Just make sure you hit the enter, please. So you put Miron, you just got to hit, and then make sure you hit done. Or you put Justin, hit done. And those will go here. If it's not here on the left-hand side, it doesn't count.
Yep. So cool. Man, this is so fun.
Yeah. I mean, bro, can I share with you? Let me see.
Who's getting value? Who is learning? I just want to know, I want to get some review on the side. Like, who is learning something today? Who is learning a new way to do the thing that they want to do? Like, oh, I'm going to change this up for the next challenge.
I like the folks that are here, Myron, and that you're holding this for like a special deal finding opportunity. There's a lot of folks like, yeah, I know how to do that. I'll pull the list. No problem. No. The riches are in the niches, bro. You know.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Commend, like, respect for you guys for showing up for this and trying to get better at like fishing. That's what I call this. It's just fishing. I love fishing. I actually don't like chopping up the fish. I actually don't like, I want to get the fish. Here you go. Fillet it up. I'll see you at dinner time. And that's what everyone here is doing. Dang it. Let me see here.
Daryl says, I need to get better at deal sauce. Yeah. We've been talking for the last hour just about different ways to pull the list. We didn't even look at the portfolio side. We didn't look at all the other things that they have going on. We're just like in one little section of all the stuff that Deal Sauce has going for it. So y'all, if you haven't signed up for this, there's no reason to not go get the 14-day trial.
Yeah, Pace is taking that away very soon too.
Right here.
Do it soon.
Steven, that's the 14-day trial right there.
All right, so I have my list here. So Myron, we're gonna have a Heatmaps coming on very soon with loan to value. Again, I don't want to interrupt what you're going to get at next, but I wanted to just, if you wanted, or I'll fill in, have some updates.
No, dude, we want to hear what you got, man. Because what we're learning is for this next week, what we're learning today is like what we're going to put in action for Sunday. 2 days away, we're going to start our new challenge. Jay keeps asking about uploading the list. How many can I
Oh,
upload? Is there a
let me
way to extend that size?
It's one of my favorite things to do. I was trying to think of how we can do that with you guys, like with agent on market. Really, when uploading, again, it's my favorite strategy, guys. I like fishing, like I told you. I like deal hunting. I'm the best list that I've ever had, pound for pound. As a wholesaler, person that goes out and finds opportunities is my driving for dollars. I kept leaving it, and man, that ex-girlfriend just kept coming back because she just kept, bringing opportunities. And I'm using a reference that's probably silly, but what I'm getting at is like, I tried to leave. I tried to go find the other strategies. I couldn't. And we've just found ourselves back to it. We just got 5 opportunities that came in just on a month of prospecting, but it's a list that I've built for many years. And pound for pound, it's my favorite stuff. And how do you do that? So you say you built any type of list. I don't give a crap if it's your backyard, your neighborhood. Maybe it's distressed properties across the country that are on market. That's a cool way to do something too. Build a list. And then what you do is you can upload it here in this 5,000 at a time. It has to be a CSV file. So there's like 5 crucial points to this. CSV file, super easy. And then the other thing is I'm downloading it. It usually brings it up. Guys, we're looking for 4 different criteria points when you make that CSV file. I don't care about the property owner name and first name. I just want the street address. So 123 Main Street, what town it's from, town or city, state, and zip code, and only give me the first 5 of that zip code. Don't add the extra additional code on it. You upload that here. And actually, let's find one. I haven't done it in a little while. I got a mess inside my filing here in my laptop.
So there's a max of 5,000, but if Jay has like 30,000 properties he needs to upload, is there a limit on how much he can put into his account? Do you know?
I think someone just asked that question inside of the support. I believe it's probably going to go within your 15,000 allowed. I haven't broken the system yet for that.
Got it.
But I think you can do this several times. I would say go for it until otherwise let us know. Go to support@dealsauce.io. Say, hey, I just maxed that out. Lead trace. Let me do here. I did public schools. So I was in Arizona a couple of weeks ago, and we're looking for a school. We're looking for unique buildings in New England and things that can convert. And what ended up coming in from there, I found schools, like some that are privately owned, and I was uploading into the commercial section. Yeah, I just did a random list. Guys, let me find you the right list. Deal Sauce, DM, yeah, driving for dollars. I bet you this is it. See if this works. Again, it has to be the right ingredients. So you can see here, it uploaded 585 properties out of 611. I'm in New England. This is my backyard, so that's why you're seeing Massachusetts and New Hampshire, guys. This is my playground. I have a driving for dollars small list that my VA put together, and we have 583 properties. Why did it say 611? Is because some of those are commercial. Some of those have address, they're conflicted addresses in there too. So keep that in mind. No matter where you go, the post office always has different addresses. So guys, you can see on the left-hand side, Deal Machine, Deal Sauce, sheet number 2, CSV, and it pulled up the properties. Now I would take this and aggregate it how I choose to. AI wholesale score. I might do it. And here you go. The highest one in this score. This one's zeroed out. So that one could be, it could be something that just bought this property. But you can see that the highest one right now is 515 on the wholesale score. And this is New Jersey. And it just goes on and on. So that's how you upload. And that's what I would recommend. If you have an opportunity, you want to list, stack it, manipulate it, pull out the good stuff in here. And you can filter it by any means necessary. You want to do your interest rates, you want to go loan to value, do it. You're just going to take that 600 properties and whittle it down to whatever you get.
Got it.
Hope that answers that question.
Yes. Jay, is that good? I think he's good. He didn't ask anything while you were explaining it. But okay, cool.
Potential LTV. Everything is potential LTV, Gavin. I would say, Myron, this, and I think I learned this with the data before. I guess I'll share my screen again. Guys, I just want to be super transparent here when we go. Gotta find a property with all right here. They probably have a loan on here. A lot of this stuff is estimated when we look at this mortgage information. Now, priority funding, that's a fact. When they recorded it, very close to a fact, if not a fact. It might be off a day or two. That's get quirky things. The loan amount, pretty evident. What you're going to get is sometimes it's these right here. loan type, term, rate type, and interest rate. You know, they're telling this is a 3.01 is because on 11/1/2021, if current mortgage was around that interest rate, the current rates were then. Um, Early on, no, friends of mine in the community, they were doing wrap deals. They literally took the wrap deals based off of what they saw right here. And they said their estimated payment's 368. And they were like, so they ended up selling the deal, which crazy. It didn't have the insurance on it. It was PIT and didn't have the insurance. And they went off the PropStream number. So it stuck in my brain like glue. I'm like, dude, I got to make sure no one's ever running into that problem again. That's why you'll see inside of the portfolio section, I try to give you the insurance rates. I want you to think about it. I want you to know that these are all estimated right here. It's
Right.
not, doesn't necessarily mean it's a 30-year. This could be a 25. It's just, sometimes it's assuming. And it doesn't have insurance most often. But in the underwriting section over here on the portfolio side, you guys can go get fancy over there. We have other videos in my YouTube, and you can find them on the Launchpad video here. There's a bunch of help me videos down here. There's underwriting. We're making you think of the insurance. Yeah, the insurance side of things. So I just want to make that very clear, because everything's potential. That's my long-winded way of hitting that, Myron.
What Gavin is asking about, and I talk about this every single Zoom that I do, is when you pull a list from Deal Sauce, it's going to look at the market value. It's always going to look at the market value. The list price is so turbulent, bro. Just looking for list prices is, I see them drop 40K at a time, right? You've seen them drop 4K. I've seen them drop 3K. I've seen properties drop a listing of 100,000, like taking a drop of $100,000, right? And so for the data to keep up with a daily stack of how things are dropping is astronomical. It's freaking astronomical. And so how the list price is there, and this is kind of why we built LOI Blaster, is because we were seeing what that equity percentage was. It's going to be based off the market, because not all houses are on market. So I think what Gavin is saying is the on market loan to value, right? So I want to pull on market loans. This is why we built LOI Blaster, a part of it. We were doing these searches and it wasn't right. Like what he's saying, he's probably in California. They're selling 20% higher than the assessed value. So even properties are selling higher than the listed value. But, when you pull that out, the equity amount that's in Deal Sauce or any other service like this, it's going to be based on market value, not the list price, because everybody's pulling on market, right? So what we do is we pull that data into LOI Blaster. That's when we look at our on market, like the list price versus the mortgage amount. We'll even add in like an 8% thing. Like, hey, it's going to cost them about 8% to close it. And then we give you a cash seller recommendation, right? So we're like doing all those things inside of LOI Blaster for you, so you don't have to anymore.
I love it. No, and I know that you're doing your formulas and you're taking it to the next level, which is great. Yeah, that's the way to do it. We're going to get you we'll get you in front of the agents. We'll get you the data you need, and then you guys can aggregate it even better. Look at this. Jim doesn't have his email. So I mean, when they show up as NA, and we've seen that before, and I know you combat that, yeah, if there's a handful of them, just go out and get them. Go out and get them. It's out there. And 31 days ago, in this retail, the retail price that we also talk about here, it's $1 million. Although it's like your estimates.
Yeah.
It really, the secret is it's from a hedge fund. That's an aggregated data from a Fortune 100 company. It's not even going off of like, hey, this is the comps in the area. Sometimes that number is so like, it's ambiguous too, even though it's literally like,
right,
hedge funds are using it and they have all money, so it's money to throw at things.
Yeah. So, and I'm not worried about that. That's something like that's going to be like that. I'm not worried about that part.
Oh yeah.
We just want we want just a little bit more data on the rentals and some other things, but I'm seeing it just right in front of my eyes. Like things are updating every time I open it, there's something new inside of Deal Sauce. So, dude, I
So
appreciate all the work y'all been putting into it because
yeah,
it's making what we do simpler and easier and better. I heard a review from one of my buddies. He goes, we were using I'm just going to say PropStream, but they were using PropStream. They were doing fine. And he go, hey man, we're going to try Deal Sauce. He goes, let me know how it goes. And their team just fired off. They were just going nuts. They're like, yo, we're getting all these responses. Everybody's replying. This is insane. Like the replies that came in with that extra data was just astronomical to their business.
that's
Uh,
phenomenal.
that made me super happy.
That's the name of the game here, and that's what we're all trying to do here. And of course, it's like show up, and that's the other thing is like I want to give the ones who are showing up to. You're gonna get the latest information. You might get it before the rest of the crowd. So all these special zooms, the one that Miron that has, if I can be a part of those once in a while, I'm gonna come in and try to like, hey, this is coming very soon, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. But like even if you get ahead of the curve, like you can't do that with PropStream. You can't do that with Batch. You can't go anywhere else and get that level of like homie hookup. And that's all I want to do here is like feed it to our friends.
So the heat map you were talking about was L.
Yeah, let me hit you
And
right.
what I think would be cool is like, how can we know? I'm thinking of this on my side too. Is like, how can I know where the deals are coming from right now? How can I look up, like, if I go look, I'm zeroed in on San Antonio right now. It kind of, it kind of stinks that San Antonio is going the way it is in a way. Like I'm seeing, dude, somebody sent me three yesterday. They locked up 3 deals San Antonio one day, but they're like, our buyers are dried up. They're not buying. Right. And it's like, that's cool. I can go educate people like, you want a deal today, go to San Antonio, but you better be the buyer, because people are just kind of drying up in that market. And so like that scoring mechanism, that heat map mechanism of like, where can I go if I just want to get a deal today? Where can I go?
All that's coming. Yeah, the first one that's coming right now is the AVM. So it's like the artificial valuation for the markets. That's going to be the first one, and it's going to be that it is sort of predicting. It's showing you the trends. Following suit is going to be all the other layered maps. The maps are pretty comprehensive, and they're a lot of work to get done. So yeah, LTV, but also like yeah, hot and cold. What markets right now are just what are they sitting on the market? What are the deals that are sitting on the market for so long? But also what's the neighborhood like? Also just giving you the best neighborhood, or is it a good deal in this neighborhood? Why is everything cold right here?
Right.
So just to give you some of those competitive advantages, and that's all it is. So yeah, there's going to be layered maps coming out, very soon. Like I said, LTV, AVM, so valuations in different marketplaces, those are first. But dude, I'd love to have like trends. I also want news. I want to come on here and say what's the best market right now. Here, check out this heat map.
Uh,
You know,
that would
yeah,
be super fun.
yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of those. We'll have some things that are like pop-ups and banners and things that to inform people like, hey, this is brand new, or hey, you might want to check out this market. I'd love to have all that customization. But so heat maps coming very soon. Yeah, redesign of the user face. Who cares? Their bundle is going to be a little bit separate, but again, redesign. Save searches and prior history of searches. One of the things I ran into, I'm like, guys, we need better history, especially when you start forgetting properties, addresses, and you're not writing it down. One of the other cool features too is AI matching of buyers on your deals. It's going to automatically, like AI will find out who's the buyers in those markets and know what they buy, know their history, know what they like, and try to match you with a score and or that person. Pretty dope. And some of the requests that I had, Myron, if you don't mind me going into some of these real quick.
No, love it.
Search for double closes, went through that already. So searching for double recorded documents and double closes, county recorder's office. Again, we're trying to get those alternative opportunities, maybe before an agent gets it. I know that's not what we're talking about here, but finding fix and flip properties, again, for your comping. If you guys lock something up, you get something. We want to have the before and after photos. There's a feature we have here for fix and flip, but some don't have the before and afters. I want to just click a button and say, give me the ones that can give me the visuals representation of the before and after, so I can comp properly. Commercial side to show active on market, we talked about that. Uploading the list, we talked about that, but also just having multiple tabs on the CSV file. So if you had like 5 driving for dollars lists, you can just pick from one of the 5. Better rental data, talked about that. And then Dispo, selling of the deals. Go high level, we have the plugin for that. Tracking buyers, all sorts of stuff on the Dispo side of things and wholesaling. But again, we don't have to go into too much of that. But that's literally Wednesday's update. And there's stuff not even on here. We have an equity button coming very soon, Miron. So just type in the equity. It's same as LTV. Just a, I don't know, it's a redundant search.
Yeah, a more common way to say it.
Yeah. And that's all I'm trying to do.
Every time I type in 80, I go, okay, the value is 100%, and we're going to do 80% of that value is the loan. So it's 20% equity. I have to say that every time just to like, what does it mean? But
I fought them tooth and nail on that. Yes.
yeah. Dude, that's so amazing. So much at play and like all these different levers happening at the same time, dude. It's tremendous. And the price that you're charging is super low. It is super low for what you get. So, dude.
Yeah, Pace, they're going to change it. I know for a fact they're going to change it. So, yeah, whoever's in, whatever you're doing, get your 2 free weeks now. Use the code that's Miron, you sign up, whatever you're going to do. I know when they do another challenge, I think he's going to get rid of the 2 weeks because like the challenge is 2 weeks. It's no point, but get in there. If you like it, use it, pull your list, do your thing. So, and then I think next year, they're going to try to simplify it with just like maybe getting some of those investor bundles. We're trying to manipulate it so it's more digestible. But yeah, dude, I think this is just the surface. Like we said, LOI Blaster is going to have its button in here. So I'm excited to try to get that, we're already in all the talks of that, and that's going to be fun. The customization for all these different communities and all the things we're doing. Again, you can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah. It's cool that we have several people in the community that they're building their own thing. They're, kind of putting their spin on their own thing. And like, these are for the creative side of real estate, like specific, like niching this out. Hey, we want to do these certain things. How can we do it better? The people in this community need a certain thing. Let's develop it for them. Let's put it together for them. I don't know. I honestly don't know anybody else who does this type of stuff. I don't know any other community that puts stuff together like this and puts together a challenge to help other people get on a team. Who's on a team for Sunday? What is the thing called? There's some kind of like Snapgrid, what's the texting thing? Shelly, what's the texting thing? Team Snap. Okay, not WhatsApp. Team Snap. Make sure you get on your Team Snap. It's not Slack. It's Team Snap. It's like a fantasy football type of, I don't really know. I haven't really used it, but since I'm on Pace's team, they're not giving me a Team Snap. So make sure you look in your email, make sure you get your Team Snap. I know there's a lot of people who signed up to be on the challenge for Sunday. They haven't looked at their Team Snap yet. You should have already. Okay, Andrew got drafted. Yeah, I got drafted early. What's this? Are these all the videos that
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was going to wait till you're done.
Well, the challenge is coming up on Sunday. And what I've heard is a lot of people who signed up have not got on their new Team Snap. So make sure you go do that so you can start talking to your team today about what your plan is for next week. I think the biggest issue is the teams aren't communicating early and quick enough. Bill says the team I was part of fell apart. Dude, hasn't even started yet and the team fell apart? Okay, so Kathy just changed the WhatsApp. That's cool. I mean, whatever. Jay, I'll get that link for you. But the thing is, suggest you all go look in your email for that Team Snap invite and go get your stuff. Go start talk to your team. Hey, what list are we pulling? I was just on a Zoom with Miron and Justin, and this is what they're doing. I think we should do something like XYZ. I'm going to get that. So the No One Left Behind for February, since it starts on Sunday, it's already done, right? The next one is coming up at the beginning of March. Here is that link. So Jay, you can go sign up for the March challenge right there. Okay, thank you, Norma. So Norma got her Team Snap, so she can go get logged in and squatted up with her team. So you can start working together as quick as you can. There's no reason to wait, until Sunday. Okay. I find that a lot of people get their team snap and they wait for another person. They wait for the other person to start talking, and don't go in there and introduce yourself. Ask them what they need. Try to reach out to the other people on there to get them into the communication channel, that whatever you want to use, Team Snap, WhatsApp, Slack, whatever it is. Start rock and rolling, get signed up for Deal Sauce, get your LOI blaster, get your Rainmaker going. There's no reason to just don't sit on your hands. This is not a community of people who sit on their hands.
If no one's taking charge, there's going to be some timid folks in there. We've seen it in all these challenges. You got to take the bull by the horns, time to step up and get uncomfortable. The one thing that I've learned even about myself and some of the things is like the word incubator. Don't go on a team. If there's a team that's just an incubator of folks, it's just everyone's keeping warm, but no one's actually like going outside the cabin to go, I don't know, forage for food. Everyone's just like staying around the fire. Like, dude, go out, don't go in the incubator. Go get cold and go run, do your thing. Go to another team, raise your hand, say, hey, I want action takers. I want some killers. Who wants to kill with me? It's what we have to do sometimes. And you're going to inspire someone who's not ready to be inspired. Eventually, they'll be inspired, but you need to go inspire some other people. Human nature. But don't allow yourself to be in that incubation phase, please.
So, you're launching some new videos. You're putting together a list of new videos that you're putting out. Was that what that screen share was?
Really just some features that it's the wish list. So that's the things we're going to be we're always adding on and on. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek. Some of the things that we're working on, everything from, again, duplicates when we're pulling lists. I don't want the same owner in all his properties. Just give me the owner and let me know he's got some properties, histories. But right now it's the county recorders. That's hot to trot. I'd already said that the fix and flippers down in green. Title reports, insurance claims, eviction data, STR data, rental comps, rental data, more interactive, deeper in filters, ocean lakes, water views, default notices, other triggers, servicing companies, IRS. I just had prison, prison indication. There's something.
Are you saying prison?
Prison, like you go to jail and prison.
Got it.
Like other indicators for that. How many people have been foreclosed? Like how many times have they been served a pre-foreclosure notice? How about the HUD loan?
That would be dope.
Yeah. Like I've seen a succession of people like 19, 21, 23, 25. It's a pattern. They just keep getting loan mods and stuff. Yeah. So again, just trying to get better. Some of the stuff I don't want to share, so I'm very careful. I'm seeing like what we're doing, but like,
don't share stuff you don't want people to see because they will screenshot the crap out of it.
Dashboard, Launchpad. I mean, Pace's stuff's up top. Antiquated maps. So like keyword search, more comprehensive. Heat maps, hottest markets, days on market, price changes, LTV. It's all in the works. Better commercial searching. So guys, I mean, it's pretty dope that we get to just kind of write it down and go for it. And the underwriting calculators, those again, I mean, I already wrote all of them. The programmers just have to make them harder than it is. The investor bundles, expired data, listing data downloads, owners club. Yeah. Mortgage data. We're trying to find wholesalers, selling deals. Yeah. Good stuff coming, guys. So again,
fun.
Big part of these, tell Miron. When Miron's get something, he'll let me know. You guys can let me know. Like, this is a community thing, but we're trying to make it all better for all of us. So there's no secrets other than, we can only do what we can do.
Yeah. Dude, this is exciting. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Miron. Hi, Justin. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you guys.
Yeah, good to see you.
I'm really excited about all the changes that are coming. Yeah. And Justin, I want to ask you how your property is doing in Boston on Lincoln.
Yeah, it's going.
Good. Really happy for you. That's amazing property.
Thank you.
I think you guys mentioned that there was going to be maybe a price change in the deal sauce.
Yeah, I think what we're going to try to do, there's going to be the 2-week trial is going to go away.
Yeah.
I don't know the date. It's probably going to be within like a 24-hour period. I'm going to find out, and then it's just going to be gone. But it'll go down to like a 2 or 3 day trial. And that will be for probably the life of it. And I think
what about for subscribers? Because I have deals. I already have deal sauce as my regular subscription. So I was wondering. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's for those who are just wondering if they're on the fence, or if they're wondering what the product is. I'd rather you get a 2-week trial for those who haven't taken the plunge, rather than doing like a 2 or 3 day trial, because that goes pretty quick. Yeah. But Pace was like, I just want those who took action and the community members in our communities, respective communities, LOI, Sub 2, Gator. He's like, they deserve 2 weeks. After that, when we go out to, he's going to launch to everybody else in the world. He's going to restrict the trial. And then you might see price changes where we can expand on the packages, where, the investor bundle might be a hard digestible number, and Pace knows that up front, but that's not even his cost. It's the cost that gets passed along to Pace, unfortunately. So he has to pass it on to the subscriber. However, they're actively working on, breaking that up in some digestible way. But again, that's all. I hate saying it. I love to talk about things. I try to be as transparent as I can, and sometimes it bites me in the butt. But, we're going to try to make it more digestible and give more. It's always going to be giving. So,
oh, for sure. Maybe if you had like a group, like, X price for 3 users or something like that. I don't know, but I can't wait for these changes to come. I love Deal Sauce. It's really been such a great tool for me, and it's helped me with my teams too. So it's an incredible tool. So thanks for everything you guys are doing. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And
yeah, so and you know what I love is the underwriting section where it prints out a PDF. Like it's like such a professional document, and it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, Mary, you're getting a whole other, essentially other software included in this. That's what you're referring to. Anyone who's sitting out on the sidelines not knowing what she's talking about, there's a whole other part when you put a property in here. There's the underwriting. These are custom. This is a max allowable wholesale cash offer. There's a creative card that won't find anywhere else. This is the stuff I was talking about earlier for underwriting. This is all custom. And what also she's talking about is, you can underwrite in here, and it's doing the underwriting for you. And then if you want to print out the nice, pretty, you could share the property, you can export the property, you can view reports and make reports and do comps analysis. I won't get into it now, but that's what she's talking about, guys. This is a whole other side of the software that comes with the basic subscription. So that's what she means. And that's all I'll scratch the surface on it, but thank you for bringing it up.
Sorry, I joined late. I didn't realize you hadn't covered that. That tool right there is really worth every penny, because it just calculates it. You just you put your requirements in the settings feature, and then it tells you if your model is, buy and hold, this is not a good, choice for you. It's super.
I'm going to need you to probably help. You've spent some time on the assumptions. It sounds like I haven't made many videos on the back half of that, because it's the less sexy of the features, right? It's some of of course, it's the integrations, the numbers, the meat and potatoes that people don't, the deal finders that are probably the rainmakers in here aren't going to be so much in there. But however, if you've spent some time, you and I should probably go on and just mix it up and just show people what you've done on your assumptions.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I try to do an underwriting for every property that I'm serious about. And it really puts everything in perspective. And, you can even calculate the utilities that you'll be spending, your electric or your, trash and sewer. It just breaks it all down. It's super
I love
easy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. And it was good to see you. I think I saw you on a post recently. Either you had a day with Pace or you saw him maybe in North or South Carolina.
I saw him in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And my God, he couldn't be any nicer. He really is such a nice guy.
Good to see. Good to hear.
Yeah. Yes. Good to see you too. And I'm just so jealous of that property. That is just magnificent.
Well, we'll have to do one together. We'll find one down.
You know what? I have one, and I was thinking about calling it. I thought, oh no, if he's not gonna, well, you know what? I'll email you.
It's hard when they're remote, but you never know.
Yeah.
Looking for those fire stations next. Looking for an old brick fire station or old school. But anyway, that's another conversation.
That's what I've been looking for too. An old fire station.
Yeah, they're beautiful. There's one in Detroit or something they were just selling, or somewhere else. But
yeah,
good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You guys are just so amazing, and I love Deal Sauce. If anybody's on the fence, just jump in and grab it while you can, because it saves so much time. Everything is right there in the tool.
Let us know how the team does too. If you get some success, and if there's a list or some things, any success from the list and Miron, like I want to marry Deal Sauce and LOI Blaster and highlight those two together. So if there's any wins out there, guys, can you please email me, DM me, Miron, whatever, and I'll jump on. We'll do a Zoom, or we can just do a quick interview, or hell, we'll go on the Get Creative podcast and interview if you can. So guys, please DM me on Instagram.
Okay.
Good to see you, Mary.
Yeah, good to see you too. And Myron, you're such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Mary.
Isn't he?
He is.
Thanks, Mary. Norma was asking about a TC. Norma, are you talking about an operator for No One Left Behind or just a TC in general? Because I'm sure there's probably a TC in the Zoom right now. Is anybody a TC? Dude, thank you so much, Mr. Justin.
Good to see you. Glad I can jump on here with you. And I get to be a fly on the wall. I guess I was the annoying fly today, but it was good to be in here. And it's a different environment. I get to like different people, get in front of different faces, and that's what makes it fun. And I get to hang out with you. You're like talking to a screen sometimes isn't the funnest, and I have a collaborator, so I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, man. It's been great to like kind of say, what I like to do, what I look to do, and how can I level up that. I want to level up what I'm doing. Everybody here does too, and just help other people get their success. That's really what this is about. And how can we help you get to the next level? How can we help you get your next deal, get your first deal, whatever it is, and make it easier to do it? I was thinking earlier today, I'm like, if I would have learned about a community where when I joined, I was placed on a team and they had a coach to help me and a person who knew the paperwork, another person who knew how to close the deals, another person who knew how to do the lead generation. And all I had to do was like learn from them and make some phone calls and just learn along the way, like taking action to learn. And not just give me like some Kajabi videos to watch or whatever. It's just like such a different environment than other groups that no one's doing anything like this. And I'm just like, man, how many people who weren't, let me say it like this. Even if you've been in the No One Left Behind challenge for a month or 2 months or whatever, how different is your life now, right? Some people were not on a team and now they have a team with maybe 10 people, 15 people, 25 people. They're getting leads, they're getting contracts, where before the No One Left Behind challenge, they were trying to figure this out on their own, and they're struggling. And Alfonso says he's finally getting traction. I just think it's such a blessing to have this opportunity. And so if you haven't signed up for No One Left Behind, make sure you get signed up and don't miss the boat on this 14-day trial. Go get the deal sauce. You get your 14 days for free. That's an extensive trial. Yeah. I've seen 7 days. I'd be like, whoa, 7 days. That's cool. They doubled that.
So pull a list, get the agent's phone numbers, call them, email them, your LOI blaster, blast them. Literally free. Literally, it's free. I mean, like emails free. Go to the library. Do it at the library. I'm like, how else can we make it more free? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But yeah. Bro, yeah, great stuff. And good job leading, And that's pace again, spoon feeding, trying to spoon feed people to make it look like, hey, it's stupid easy. And even that gets criticized, bro. I'm sick of that. It gets criticized. Like, oh, everyone's just doing it. Well, yeah, like we all got to start somewhere. Someone's going to get their first deal. So it's that easy. And then the haters they say it's too easy.
Yeah. They now saturated. Oh, I promise you it's not saturated. It's not even close to being saturated. All the things that just what Justin showed everybody today, the different ways to pull a list, the little nuanced things to do. Like we're hardly scratching the surface on what's available.
Yeah, we were just jumping around. We were just having fun.
Dude, I know a guy.
Every story starts off the best when it says, I know a guy.
He's here in Dallas. He's in sub 2. He does not do on market. He does direct to seller outreach. His only market is the Dallas metro. He pulls 150,000 records minimum a month. And he has 65 VAs. And all he does is he has a data. He's starting to build his own data company. Right? That makes sense. And so, to anybody who goes, it's saturated, I can't get a deal. Like you don't even know. You don't even know what saturation is, right? Bro. There are sellers that get text 20 times a day.
There's some that never got a text.
Yeah, exactly. And it is about timing. It's about credibility. It's about working on the right team, all these things getting put together. And like Justin said, we're like spoon feeding this stuff to you. We're putting you on a team. All you have to do is fill out a form. We give you a team. They set up a snap. What is it called again? Snap grid, snap. I forgot. Whatever. They do the thing, team snap. They put you on a team snap.
What about Victoria? Give it up for Victoria. How about that
For real.
being in here and when she probably has 2 boys clamoring at her legs right now. She's juggling 6 calls, 1,700 regional Zooms, sub 2, LOI, everything.
Yeah, she's working with me on LOI Blaster now. I was
Yeah.
talking to her earlier about the cool things that are coming. So
Be nice to Victoria, guys. If you guys do talk to her, you better be nice, or I will delete everyone's account. Then I'll be in trouble, but I will do it.
yeah, she's, oh man, just so great, but cool.
Yeah. Bro, thank you so much, guys. I'll give it up to Miron. Be nice to him. Stay on his radar. And if you're in deal sauce and you don't have videos in the Launchpad and you want help me videos, please do not reach out to support. I want to take a lot of the burdens if there's videos and things you guys want to see get done. And if you don't see them on my YouTube, so go to my YouTube. Not asking you guys to do anything. No one's buying anything from me at Real Estate Justin, because I can't put all the videos inside of the deal sauce. So if you're looking for something, I'm going to try to take this video. Miron and I think the video you and I did last time is on YouTube. And dude, I actually got a lot of like views. Well, I say a lot. I don't get many views a lot, but it was like maybe a couple hundred people watched it.
Awesome.
I would love to try to put stuff like this or even snippets. I think it helps people.
Yeah.
Put on the background. So guys, go to the YouTube. There's a playlist. I'm trying to make videos almost daily in there, just to give you guys from stopping having to go to support and also having to go to Myra, this and that. Like, get the information as it comes out.
Okay, cool.
Take the action. You get rewarded for it. And that's all I got to say.
Well, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
And we will see you. I'll get you on another podcast or another Zoom soon. By the way, you guys, tomorrow in LOI Blaster, we have a Zoom tomorrow morning at 9, but I have to drop it because I'm jumping on a flight. So we're going to cancel tomorrow's Zoom and we'll be hitting the No One Left Behind challenge for all week next week. So if you got value today, if you will, go tell us how you got value. Tag Justin, tag me. Let us know what you're walking away with, what you're doing differently, what you're going to upgrade your list with. What are you going to do? We want to hear how you win, what you're doing, what's going on. Go into the Facebook group for sub 2, make a post. We love to see that stuff, man. We love to see that. And
make them jealous that they missed out.
Yes.
And give Pace Morby love for it's his birthday today. So just give a little tag or something. Just say, hey, what up? Happy birthday. Because he brought us, that idea brought us all in the same room together today. So
yeah, dude. All right, man. We're going to jump up. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you on the next one.
Absolutely. I'll see you next. Later, guys.
Bye-bye.